I'm going to be sharing with you in this video how to increase your manifestation powers. How to make it so that your manifestations actually come in the fastest way possible. Not only in the fastest way possible, but also so that you can decrease and lower the amount of inner resistance that you feel in the process of trying to manifest what you want, and to remove that trying energy as well, so that you know that what you want is coming. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. It's also going to be in the comments of this video as well. Now, the first thing that I want to share with you in regards to how to increase your manifestation powers using the law of attraction while you're using the law of attraction is, number one, know what you want first of all, and also know that it's coming inevitably. Just know that it's coming. Because what most people do is they sometimes get into this trap, they fall into this mindset, and I have fallen into this mindset many times, where we start to think, where people start to think that their manifestation maybe won't come, maybe it's not coming, and it maybe won't come. And the problem with this is that when you start to fall into this mentality, you're starting to block yourself energetically. And what I invite you to do, in my experience, which is very powerful, is just know that what you want is inevitably going to come. Just trust that it is going to come. Know for sure that no matter what is happening, that it's going to come eventually. Maybe you don't know when. You want to let go of time for sure. I think that having certain time goals and certain ideas in your mind in terms of when it's going to come can be useful for sure, to set a goal, to set an intention, to say, this is going to happen. I decided this is going to happen by this period of time or in this amount of time. But what I can also see in my experience is that this can create a lot of inner resistance, because there's this attachment to when it's going to happen. And a lot of the times the ego creates this resistance when it's too focused on the timing of when it's going to happen. Because you can be setting an intention, maybe you might have set an intention a long time ago, maybe a year ago, and you went through all these challenges, you even forgot about the manifestation, and then you get the manifestation forgetting that you set that intention, not realizing that the whole time life was bringing you exactly what you wanted. And it could have actually happened a lot faster had you not resisted the whole journey and maybe realized that all of the things that were happening were to bring you what you want. And because there was that resistance to time, it actually slowed down that process. And that year could have been a month or even a couple of days. Because we get into negative loops where we extend certain energies and lessons that we don't need to extend unless we choose to stay stuck, which of course I'm going to talk about in another video, how staying stuck is actually a choice. Leave a comment down below if you want me to talk about that, because it is a choice whether we see it or not. Of course, sometimes things can happen in life where it doesn't necessarily seem like a choice, but how we respond to the situation energetically is always something that we have control over. We don't necessarily have control over what happens to us, but we do have control over how we respond to what happens to us. Now, with that being said, that's another topic, so we'll save that for another time. But what I encourage you to do is to know what you want and know that it is coming inevitably. Have that knowing in your spirit, in your heart. As cliche as it sounds, know in your heart that it is going to come no matter what. Now, the second thing that I want to share with you is, don't contradict yourself through non-aligned action, okay? Don't contradict yourself. What does this mean? This means that maybe you want something, but you know that the thing that you're doing on a consistent basis is going against what you want. You're embodying an identity that goes against what it is that you prefer to be experiencing. So for example, and this can be different for each person because we all have different beliefs, in terms of what we believe is in alignment with what we want and what is out of alignment. It can be totally different for each person. So for me, for example, here's an example. A couple of years ago, I think it's around 3 years at this point, when I was dropping out of school to start my YouTube channel and to start my business, I think it was around 3 years ago, maybe just under 3 years. What happened was that I wanted to help people. I knew right before I was going to drop out of school, shortly before, that I wanted to help people. And I didn't even know that I wanted to be on YouTube. I didn't even know until shortly after. I knew that I wanted to do YouTube. I didn't know how I was going to monetize that or what that was going to look like. But what happened was that I knew for sure that wherever I wanted to go, that I couldn't be in school. Just for me personally, some people do the whole stay in school thing and then, work on their thing, on their passion on the side as like a side hustle. I knew in my heart that that wasn't gonna fly. I just knew it wasn't gonna work. I knew that being in school was a direct conflict of interest, a direct contradiction to my life path and where I wanted to go. So I knew that I just had to let go of it and just drop out. I just knew that in my heart. I knew that I needed to just let go of that. And so that's an example of how being in school for me personally was me taking action in a non-aligned way. And so for you, it might be something completely different. It could be maybe you want to manifest something in your life in regards to your business, and you know that maybe hanging out with a certain type of people that you're hanging out with that you've known for a long time is not supporting that. Or maybe doing certain things, maybe certain habits are not supporting that. And so one key thing that you want to do to increase your capacity, quite literally your consciousness and your manifestation power, and yes, your consciousness and your level of energy is going to be connected to how powerfully and how quickly you can manifest. Because the more energy you have to give, the more that life and the universe will give back to you, because that's the law of exchange, right? The more that you give, the more that you get back. But if you've got nothing to give because you keep giving away all your energy to things that are not aligned with what you prefer to be experiencing, you're going to be suffering a lot and you're not going to be getting what you want. So you're going to be doubling down on a negative loop. So it's very important to not contradict your desire. You say you want this, but yet you act like this. Where does that pop up in your life? That's a really powerful way to increase your manifestation powers. And that's not to judge yourself. You don't want to be judging yourself, but you do want to be honest in your personal, but within your personal belief systems, not necessarily looking at how other people are doing it, unless that resonates for you. Where do I feel like I'm going against myself personally for me, and within my personal beliefs and what I feel is right? Now, number 3, what I want to share with you is always have it on your mind what you want. Always have it on your mind, because what you look for, you will find in your experience. Okay? Always have it on your mind. Because what most people do is, yes, you want to let it go sometimes, not always be thinking about it. That's really important to sometimes not have it on your mind, because if you're always thinking about it 24/7, on some level that can be bad. But on another level, even though that just sounds contradictory to what I just said a second ago, what you do want to do is have it on your mind consistently in a way that feels good to you. If it causes resistance, then of course just maybe let it go and do something else. But what you want to do for sure is be on the lookout and expect what you want to come. Expect it to happen. Have it on your mind. What you look for, you will find. If you expect that you're going to manifest what you want, have it on your mind, have that vision in your mind. Maybe another thing you can do as well that just came into my mind is you can be looking up articles, looking up YouTube videos, and studying things that are in alignment with what it is that you prefer to be experiencing. Because what happens is that sometimes people, what they do is they don't allow themselves to submerge themselves fully into the reality that they want. They think about, well, maybe why it won't happen, and then maybe they look up reasons as to why it won't happen, and then maybe they're looking up reasons why they can't create that business, or thinking of reasons why they can't make it happen, and then falling into this negative loop. It's like, no, expect that it's going to happen. Keep looking up things that completely support your desire. Become passionate about what you want to create. Don't have it on your mind. I mean, this is a powerful thing. Don't have it on your mind always. Let it go if it's causing resistance. But eventually have it on your mind enough to the point where you're giving only energy to what you prefer to see, what is supporting what you want. Give energy only to what you prefer to see. Because whatever reality you submerge yourself in, you will become one with that reality. This is how the law of attraction works. You manifest what you are, right? You manifest what you are. You want to quite literally submerge yourself so much in that reality where the opposite reality or something that contradicts that reality, it just doesn't resonate for you. It just feels like it repels your energy because it's not something that you desire. So fill your mind up. You don't necessarily have to be always thinking about it, but you want to be thinking. You want to do it. You do want to be thinking about it a lot, but what you want to do is have it on your mind enough to the point where you feel like you're submerging your subconscious mind with whatever you want to hear. And that might sound egotistical. It's like, really, do I just want to hear what I want to hear? What if it's out of alignment with the truth? Well, the truth is that we each create our own subjective reality. Reality is imagination. You're manifesting everything in each moment. So you want to be submerging yourself with that content, with that stuff that your subconscious mind can take on so much to the point where you've become one with your reality. And then if it stops resonating to that, then let that go. And that just came into my mind while I was recording this video, because I know that for me personally, if I'm always thinking about my manifestation, it can create a lot of resistance in the process as well. So have it on your mind as much as possible to the point where it doesn't create resistance in your experience. That would be my invitation. And if you apply these three things, what you'll find is that your manifestation process becomes a lot easier. Things start to speed up for you. Your consciousness will increase, and you're going to get what you want, of course, in the most effortless and easeful way possible. And with that, I conclude this video. Leave a comment down below if any of these points resonated for you, if this was beneficial for you in any way. Also, once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation. It's also going to be in the comments of this video as well if you do want to apply. I'm taking on limited clients, so if you do want to apply, definitely do that as soon as possible. Also, please hit that like button for me so that more people can get access to this content, because I do believe that every single person on this planet does deserve to know truly that they are the creators of their reality and that they can manifest their reality in the most effortless and easeful way possible, helping themselves and helping others in the process as well. As always, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.